What's going on, my brothers? Today is April 4th. It's Friday. Who's happy it's Friday? I know I am. All right. I think today is day 33 of our heart medicine. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. All right. And I do believe we've seen this in the last 30 days or so. All right, everybody take a couple of deep breaths. So this is actually very similar to the message I shared a little bit earlier today around going your own path, right? So, and in particular, not only is Spirit saying that it's important for you to be going your own path, but Spirit is saying that in the direction in which you're going, you're not going to take everybody with you. And so today, it's important to do kind of an inventory of there's a place you're trying to get to, whether it's in your career, in your personal life, whatever that looks like, maybe even physically, there's a literal location you're trying to get to, and do an inventory of what is it in your mind you think you have to do to get there? What is the pathway that you've created in your mind to get there? Because what Spirit is wanting us to take a look at today is that perhaps that's not the only pathway. We've made up in our mind, this is the way I'm going to get there. But perhaps it's actually not the only way to get there. And so Spirit wants you to start to think about, okay, that's one way. What are 10, 15 other ways? And just kind of brainstorm. Like, let yourself imagine, even if it doesn't seem like that pathway is feasible, right? Just give yourself permission to say, oh, it could happen that way. It could happen that way, right? Maybe you want to, let's say, build a six-figure business, right? And you have in your mind how you're going to set it up, how you're going to do it, what you're going to sell, what product services you're going to sell. Okay, brainstorm some other ways that it could happen, right? What if somebody just gives you a already successful six-figure business? Like, I know you hear that and you're like, how's that going to happen? That's a pathway. There are people who have inherited, acquired six-figure businesses. Why not you? Why not you? Right? What if, for instance, unfortunately, if somebody passes away and decides to give you a business, why not? Right? Maybe you have in your mind that you want to go to school or you want to accomplish a particular career path, and so you're like, let me go to school and let me do this and let me do that. Okay, and you're like, well, how I'm going to pay for it is I'm going to work a whole bunch of hours. Okay, what if you get into a scholarship program and it pays for it? So you just never know. So Spirit wants you to take some time and at least try to think of 5, 6, or 7 other ways that this could happen for you, the end goal that you want, a different path that you could take, and just be creative, right? What Spirit also wants you to do is to think about who in your pathway to getting to this particular place are you going to probably need to release? Are there people in your life who, anytime you tell them anything you're doing, they discourage you or they don't have anything positive to say? Are there people in your life who are draining your money, draining your energy, draining your resources, right? Are there people in your life who are making it difficult for you to just operate in peace and have time to study or focus or anything like that? It's time to release those people. And I don't say drop them. I don't say cut them off. I don't say, because all of that is full of all kinds of resentment. It ain't that deep. Just release them. Like, release them from they actually played a role in your life to start out with. That was important. They played an important role. They played the role. Their job is done. They got on stage. They said their lines. Now you can release them. Tell them job well done for whatever it was and whatever that season was that they played that role in your life. And now you can release them. All right. So that's y'all's medicine for today. If nobody's told you today, y'all know I'm going to tell you that I absolutely love y'all. You're so important. You're so essential. You are making progress towards your goals. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you are making that movement. And not only are you making that movement, but by doing it intentionally so in this way, where you're being reflective, you're making a shift in your consciousness. And that's where the real transformation happens in your life. I always tell my clients, I always tell the men that I work with that change happens in spirit first. Change happens in spirit first, and then it materializes. So you change you change your mindset, you change the thought process that there's only one way for something to happen, and boom, 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 all of a sudden now there's really amazing ways that something can happen. You change your thought process that you got to keep certain people around, and you say, actually, no, I can release them. All of a sudden, your life is full of people who actually support you and love you. And you didn't have to do much of anything but make the choice to say, I'm going to see many possibilities. Make the choice to say, I'm going to release folks from my life who do not serve it. So I'm proud of you for going about it in this way, doing the work so that you can align with the place that you want to go. Because lots of people arrive at the place where they think they want to be, but they arrive there the same person they were from before. And we don't want to do that. We want to grow with our growth. All right, y'all? So deep bow to you, my brothers. I love y'all so much. Peace.